Now you might be wondering, Edward, isn't that the same shirt you wore in your last video? Yes, it is. Except it's the version without the thing in the middle. The buttons in the middle. Anyway, I got this email the other day, which was cute. Edward, read this if you're a real diva. Oh, now that I have your attention, we're all patiently waiting for you to bring X-Love to your show. First of all, I think it's funny they call my YouTube channel a show. Respectfully, one of your followers. Love you, queen, don't go bald. I'm not going bald. I think baldness isn't running my family, but gray hair does, so we're either way. But luckily gray is part of my color palette. I did follow Boys Planet this season 1, and one of the groups that came out of Boys Planet though is X-Love, which is a 4-member boy group, and their concept is supposed to be like genderless. In Korea, genderless is often used as a word to describe basically like androgynous fashion or whatever. And one person I know, Umuti, debuted in this group. I say know him because we met one time before, around the time that he was on another survival show. So it's not like we're like close friends or anything, but girl, I'm down. I was actually doing the makeup of someone else and she was like obsessed with X-Love. And she was like, please invite them to your channel. And honestly, I was like, you know what, if y'all can DM them. Umuti actually uploaded a makeup video, 2 of them. I'm basically gonna follow the first one. I actually have quite a lot of the products already, so let's just follow his makeup tutorial together.
막상 카메라 앞에서 메이크업 하려다가 잘 안 되면 어떡하지? 잘 안 되면 그냥 끌게요. 당근 팩.
The 당근 pack, hold on. That one from Skin Food I really like. It's really great for dry and dehydrated skin. 근데 I ran out of that, of course. However, there is a dupe of it basically at Daiso, and it's this one, the Calming Carrot Pad. And girl, I love this shit. It's exactly the same thing basically. Like a typical toner pad, but they're way thicker. Yeah, they're like multiple layers. So I actually like to take these and split them in half. I honestly should have done this earlier, but I was being a dumb bitch, sorry.
약간 어떤 느낌이냐면 클리오의 프로 아이 팔레트 에어 공상 뮤트
Library. Yes, I have that one. This is one of my go-to palettes for soft summers and winters as well. Basically anybody that is neutral and looks good in muted tones.
그리고 팔레트 2.
Girl, I ain't got that. I ain't got YSL like Miss Umuti, so I'm just gonna use this Kaleidos one. Here you go.
땡로랑의 이런 느낌. 오늘 세미스모크이기 때문에 이런 회색. 이거는 롬앤.
I have that one too.
항상 쓰는 크리의 파운데이션을 섞어서.
So the 2 foundations you're using is this VDL one, the cover stain, and the Giverny one, the Missha cover. I know the Giverny one is very popular at the makeup shops. I don't have that, but I do find it interesting that he's mixing, because usually if makeup artists in Korea mix 2 foundations, they'll mix a really long-lasting foundation with a more 촉촉한 moisturizing foundation, but they're both like long-wearing foundations, so I don't know. But for today, I'm just gonna use the TirTir because I guess it's kind of like the same thing basically.
약간 커버력 좀 많이 높은 거랑 약간 컬러가
so he's mixing one because of the formula and the other because of the color. I'm gonna use it with a flat foundation brush as well.
물먹인 스펀지.
This is the sponge. This is the sponge that he used. I believe this is the Boon. This is the one that I use on my own clients, and I really fucking like it. Wet this real quick. Since it is idol makeup, girl, I'm just gonna use a lighter foundation color, like slightly lighter. I don't want to look fucking crazy. Actually, I haven't tried using this foundation with a 물먹인 sponge before. I only ever use just my dry, my Chinese puffs, the thick ones. Because sometimes the overly matte formula with the dry sponge, I think that would be good for oily skin, but my skin is kind of going through it right now because again, retinol. But this JOOCYEE, this combination is really nice. I have one of these gaming chairs that has lumbar support, so you can't see it, but behind me there's like a cushion pad that sticks out. It basically reminds me to kind of sit up straight. Girl, doing these videos, I really be like the whole time. This mirror is from the new Flower Nose collection, the Shell something collection. which I'm gonna do a video on soon. But one of the lip tints they didn't send me. They sent me two of one of the color by accident. So I actually ordered the missing one because I really, like, my OCD is gonna fucking kill me if I don't have all those lip swatches in there.
스킨케어를 잘하고 베이스만 해놔도 어느 정도 이렇게 광은 살아있어요.
Yep, that's true. I do think it's funny. You can barely see it because the filter that all these K-pop idols always use, like, I'm sure it's not them, it's the editors, because they always be using like the most egregious skin filters, which is fine. I get it. They gotta look perfect for the camera, right? But for me, it's the way that everything is blurred out. So, eye makeup. Okay. He's mixing these two colors right here. Actually, hold up. I probably need to put some foundation on my lids first.
얇고 넓게.
Thin and wide.
아이라인을 그려야 되기 때문에 아래는
Okay. Thinner and wider because he's gonna create a longer eyeliner, and the base shadow should also be long too, so that it doesn't just look like you have a floating eyeliner. Now he is paler than me, so I don't know if this is even gonna show up, but I did use a lighter foundation for a reason, so. Also, actually, I was gonna say we have different eye shapes, but our eyes are a lot closer than if I was following like a K-pop idol that had like monolids, right? So I feel like this is not a cover makeup, but I feel like this is gonna turn out decently.
이제 조금 이런 그냥 핑크 느낌에다가
No, that's not pink, that's taupe, but
살짝 옆에 더 진한 거를 조금만 묻혀서
okay.
조금 묻혀서
okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. These two also rather wide. Is this too bright? Oh my god, yeah, a little bit. I think it's making it hard to see the colors. I'm sorry. You can definitely see how on his paler skin, the colors translate way more different. They look more purple gray on him, while on me, they look more browny in a way. So, color theory.
지금 있는 것처럼 자기 눈의 위치를 따라 한쪽이 조금 높고 한쪽이 조금 낮은 게
Yup.
있는데 그거
My eyes, completely different.
아이라인은 캔메이크의 블랙 아이라이너.
He's filling in his waterline with the Canmake liner. I actually do. My friend got me this Canmake eyeliner from Japan. It's not black though. It's a different color. So it's number 3. It's dark enough. And he's filling in his waterline, like all the way.
눈머리를 채울 겁니다. 이렇게 앞머리까지 채워줍니다. 근데 여기서 또 중요한 게 앞머리를 채워놓고 빨리 픽싱을 안 하면은 번지더라고요. 밑으로.
오케이.
제일 어두운 무슨 팔레트든 제일 어두운 이런 색깔을 좀 써서 픽싱을 해놓습니다.
Okay, so he's setting the liner with the darkest shadow in that Romana palette. What's the difference? It just deepens your eye. To be honest, I don't really do this much tight lining on my own face, like for my daily makeup, because I find that it's too heavy for my face. This is a smoky eye to look, so. Also, I forgot with these eyeliners, they don't twist back down. So if you ever happen to get this, don't twist it out too much. Okay, there's my water lines tight lined.
러브 라이너 이거를 저는 눈에 수평을 맞춰야 되기 때문에 자기 눈꼬리에 생긴 그 모양대로 그리면 되는데.
Okay, I don't have liquid liner, but I do have gel liner, so that's what I will use. Yeah, I can't do this. I really can't do this. I suck at doing this.
일단 어느 정도 길이를 잡아놓고 얇게 뺐고요. 자, 이 단계.
Okay, so I'm gonna use this liquid liner. It's like liquid / gel, and just an angled brush. Oh, wish me luck. It's not really any different from how I normally do my eyeliner. It's just a little bit longer than I normally do. For my daily makeup, what I've noticed sometimes is that whenever I'm doing my eyeliner, in the mirror, I'm turning my head like this. And so I'll just like draw my eyeliner with my head tilted to the side, but then I look forward and is not, you don't even really see it. And I don't realize this until later when I'm outside. So I need to be a little bit better about that. And then this one, this eye is like wildly different from this eye. So now one big difference I would say between our eyes is that his space on his eyelid to do eye makeup is a lot thicker, or he has more eyelid space than I do. My eyelids droop down quite heavily, so I can't make my liner as thick as he can. Although both of us have rather thin wings, he's able to make this part of his eyeliner thicker while I can't really do that without it looking a little bit silly. So you know what? I think I will use a liquid liner just for, I'll use this issy eyeliner just to sharpen this up. I ain't got no panties on, ain't got no panties on, I ain't got no panties on the dance floor.
여기에서 시세도의 뷰러입니다. 지금 조용히 지금 만나서 괜찮아요. 처음이니까 뷰러는 그냥 바로 밑에 보고
Shiseido. I don't have the Shiseido one. I have tried it, I like it. I can see why it's so popular, but one I actually like a lot more than the Shiseido one is this one from, I like the Kevin Aquan one, and I like this one from, this is a collaboration between Soo Ador, the Korean makeup brush brand, and OKHEE, who is, I think she works at OKHEE Atelier, which is where Taeyeon gets her makeup done, and many other artists. I don't know why I like this way more. I think it's just, I don't know, it grabs on better. And it just curls my lashes much better, I feel like, without as much effort. Could be a skill issue, but... Oh my god, I also fucking forgot lenses. I forgot to buy, I was at the lens store the other day too, fuck. I'll just hope so I don't have any red lenses, so I'm just gonna use, I don't know, Edward, what am I gonna fucking use? I'll use the same fucking one I always use. It's not as much of a dramatic difference, but at least one eye is a different color, that's the point. Oh wait, let me do the other fucking eye, I forgot the other eye. Girl, I'm fucking crazy, I'm losing it. By the way, my favorite member is definitely Hyun. He is cute, but that's just the twink in me speaking.
블렌딩을 합니다. 블렌딩은 이 팔레트랑 이 팔레트를 조금씩 섞어서 일단 이걸로 할게요. 위에는 너무 진하게 가면 사람이 그 저는 쌍꺼풀이 너무 진해서
True.
그 아마
He does have thick double lids. That's true. He's gonna use that darker color to blend the liner.
조금만 더 어두운 색깔로 여기에
The black mixed with the color that we just used. I'm gonna mix this black here with this shade here, the one I just used. However, if we're mixing these two colors, doesn't it just make this color? Girl, our boy Umuchi is doing the most, girl. Although this black is so powerful, it'll probably take over anyway. I'll put some in here too. They skip a lot of this, so you can't really see. So I'm just gonna basically just go over my whole eyeliner that I did. Okay, well blended, I hope.
자, 이 디테일을 갈 건데요.
Then he's gonna take, I actually have the same brush that he does. It's from the collaboration between Soo Ador and this makeup artist. She also did these makeup brushes, so I'm gonna use that. I guess with this color. I guess here. I think he did a thing that I often do, which is cover the camera with the mirror. So I'm gonna put it where I think he put it, which is basically all across the lash line. Fuck, looking into the fucking light, burning my eyes.
남은 잔량으로 이제 애교살을 그릴 거예요.
Okay. With whatever's left, he's gonna use that for his 애교살. But my brush is pretty much empty, so I'm gonna load back up on that. I think he's doing it a lot more naturally looking, but for me, I need this to show up on camera, so I'm actually doing it a little bit dark.
이 데스네. 여기까지.
이 데스네. Girl.
조금 더 다크한 색깔 섞어서 밸런스를 정확합니다.
Okay, so he is balancing the darkness of the underneath of the egg eye with a color that's darker. Basically what I would do, because we made the egg eye so dark, now you make this part darker to match up the samgakzone. Or not the samgakzone, but the lower lash line. Yeah, his eyes are a lot longer than mine. And mine are a lot rounder, so this is me making excuses for why these don't look the same.
근데 여기서 이제 우리가 그 마스카라를 해야 되는데요.
Mascara! Never let another boy ruin your mascara! He uses this Japanese one, I think. And it looks like it's one of those ones with like a plastic wand that deposits a lot of products. And he's going to use tweezers to get that, you know, the typical idol lash that they be doing with the spiky ones. I don't have a really wet mascara, so I'm just gonna use my volume one from AOU. I'm gonna use these tweezers. I'll be honest, I don't really like doing this, y'all, because I have quite a lot of lashes and they don't make that pretty doll-like effect. It just looks so fucking weird and spidery if I try to do this on myself. Do you see this? Like, that doesn't, to me, I don't really like the way that looks on me. But this is Umuti's tutorial, so we gotta follow it. Also, I just realized he put glitter all over his aegyosa, but he skipped that step in the tutorial, so I don't know what he used it for that, but I'll just use a random glitter after I do this mascara. Well, I did it. I don't know if I like it, but... Ah, that's right, the glitter. I'm just gonna use this one because it gives similar vibes to me. Basically, all under. He also has some on the front here. And I also kind of see some on the brow bone here. Which, girl, I have not done that in so long. Oh, wow. The color combination is very pretty. It's very much my style.
이렇게 완성. 눈이 너무 화려하기 때문에 지금 베이스가 삐끗하지 않으면 눈이
Your eyes might look a little messy. Yes, that is very true. All right, I think he's just going back in with foundation. Oh my God, girl. I need to cover up my goddamn beard. Hold up. I'm crazy. I gotta look like a twink for this look. Go back in with the foundation to cover up the concealer. Then I'm gonna use a concealer actually in the center since he is touching up the middle. I feel like it will help the look come together. It looks a little bit strange, this like line of demarcation. So I'm gonna go back in with the base color to smooth out that line here. Also, he has lighter eyebrows. So I actually didn't fill in my eyebrows. I need to fucking do that. I'm not gonna do it in the typical Doyen fashion that I normally do. So I'm actually gonna to fill in my brows first, I'm gonna use a brow powder just to quickly fill them in. This isn't gonna matter too much because, again, like I said, I'm gonna use the brow mascara and that will cover up a lot of the color. I just need the outer edge basically to have some shape. Then he does have blonde hair, which I do not, but I will use a kind of light pinky red brow mascara. So it kind of matches the tone of my hair, but lighten it for the overall mood. If you ever wanted to try smokier makeup, but you feel like, bitch, I look fucking crazy because it looks too much, you can try lightening your eyebrows and it will help soften it. Because when you have dark eyebrows already, but then a dark eyeshadow look, it can look like too much and almost look like you got punched in the face. So try lightening your eyebrows with the brow mascara. These days, some people actually will just bleach their brows, but I think it's a little bit extreme in some cases. So I just use brow color.
보일 수가 있다. 근데 이불들이 나의 메이크업 중에 어디가 제일 궁금한 건지는 모르겠다. 쉐딩 들어갑니다.
Girl, I'm curious about everyone's makeup bags. How about if XLove ever fucking sees it, if their management ever sees this and we do collaboration, I would think it'd be so fun to either do one, what's in your pouch or what's in your makeup bag, or a group get ready with me. I'll just set up a bunch of cameras and we're all just like sitting in a circle, we're all getting ready. I think that'd be so fun. And we're just chit-chatting, that'll be so fun. Except I don't know if all the members are interested in makeup. Girl, I remember I collaborated this one boy group where it was 2 of the members and I wanted to do like a what's in your makeup pouch video. One of them was very interested in makeup, so Obviously, he had a bunch of makeup in his pouch, but during the filming, I realized the other member wasn't that interested, and that the makeup he had with him was actually the other member's makeup products. He actually lent him his makeup stuff to use for our video, which I thought was sweet, but I was like, oh, what is this? Well, this blush. Do you like this blush? They were like, oh, yeah. Shading. So he has the Etude shading. I had that before, but I got rid of it because I think I used all of it. So I'm going to use the Tag one, which is kind of similar in tone, I think. Co-shading하고 톡 shading. Okay. This is the warm colorway, number 1 soft warm. Number 2, the cool tone one, is amazing if you have fair or pale skin and you're looking for like a grayish contour. If you're in Korea, because it's only available at Korean Daisos. It looks like he's just doing the front part of his nose, because he already has a quite sharp nose. So if he did like the whole way through, it might look a little bit like kind of like Squidward's house. And then for the face, okay, I'm gonna use the darker color in here, just on the sides of my face. To be honest, I don't think I really need face contouring. I do it mostly just for my jawline because I have no jawline. So more so than trying to make my face smaller, I do it just for the jawline. Doing it for the jawline. That wasn't me trying to reference the Do It For Vine, but just a little bit. I don't want to look like I have a fucking beard. Again, I'm trying to go for twink.
wakemake의 파란색.
Oh, I actually have this one.
파란색 팔레트인데
Ta-da!
여기서 내가 하이라이트를 쓸 건데요.
Highlighter.
이 컬러 이게 뭐냐? 12 쿨이라는 컬러네요.
Actually, that shade is called number 9 Wave. The names of the colors are on the back, but you don't read it like the color here is not directly behind. You read the colors like you're looking at it from the front. So the color he actually mentions, this is cool. The one he's using is Wave.
아이섀도우인데 코에다 한번 발라볼게요.
So just on his nose.
괜찮다.
Okay, so he's using the eyeshadow to do highlighter for his nose. It's a very beautiful, let's give it a little swatch. Ooh, this really icy blue shimmery color. I think for every day, this would be kind of crazy to use as highlighter because it's really just shimmer. It's not really highlightery, if that makes sense. But even at all of them, there's many blue highlighters now. So to be honest, if you're ever in the mood to follow this tutorial, you don't need the whole fucking palette just for, because I think that's the only color he uses from this palette. So, oh shit. I think he only put it on the tip of his nose, but I put it up here too. Sorry, I'm not following this tutorial.
이건데요.
Over lip. Okay. I think that's a Colorgram lip liner. I am not 100% sure, but it looks very similar to this one that I have from Heart%. This is the shade. Sorry, I keep moving the camera. I'm so sorry. This is the shade Creamy Pink number 2. I don't normally use colors like this because I don't know. My lips are already quite plump a lot of the time, so I use a more muted color to kind of balance it out. A color like this is gonna be more for if you have smaller lips, and also it's just very pink for my coloring. How does he do the shape? She does a rather round shape like I just did. I don't really do this because again, my lips are already quite round and there's not much shape to it, so I never really do this. I only overdraw the middle because I'm trying to create dimension to my lips, right? And I'm not doing that if I'm just doing like the whole upper lip.
라인을 그리고요. 이제 반대쪽에 이런 브러쉬가 있습니다.
Okay, there's a brush on the other end. Oh, he also does the bottom lid. Or not lid, bottom lip.
오늘은 웨이크메이크 그레이 피그 07번.
Okay, so I actually have this lip tint that I use, this wakemake Waterful Glow Tint. He has it in the shade number 7, Grafig, but I have it in the shade Courtney, which was a recommendation from Ghoul in Tokyo. She was like, you're gonna love this shit because it's straight up like gray, like a very cool tone grayish, mauvey purple. And I'm like, you know what? yes, you're right. But I looked at the color on Wakemake's website, and it's not as gray as this one. Based off the description that I saw on Wakemake's website of this particular color, I found this one from Dinto, number 217, Pax Romana, that kind of gives me the same vibes, I think. Oh, sorry, oh my god, I'm covering it. So he puts the lip tint on, and then he tops it with a Laneige lip balm, the glowy lip balm in berry. Looking at the website, it's kind of like a typical pink lip balm, but I don't know, kind of on his lips right here in a later shot in the video, it looks a little bit more like cherry. So I'm going to use this GLYF Glue Gloss, Miss CHEONGDAM's new makeup product, in the shade Cherry Goo. This will kind of give us the vibe that we're looking for. I was almost tempted to use just a typical glowy lip tint, but because this is a lot stickier and more thick, it will give us that really beautiful glow that Miss Umuti has. See how sticky? I don't know if you can see how sticky that is, but Miss CHEONGDAM made these really extra sticky on purpose, which I love, girl. I love, because I have chronically dry lips, so that's all I could ask for in a lip gloss is stickiness. He doesn't even like the way he does his lips today. No. Although I can see what he means. I think it's because it's very muted up here, but then he has like very pink lips. So I think if you went for something more purple, maybe. Sorry, it's sticky, but which I like, but it looks disgusting on camera. You can fix that by just taking a Q-tip and rolling the inside. Also, did you guys know the lady behind Romana, Saem, she left Romana and she actually joined CHEONGDAM's beauty company, GLYF. So I thought that was fascinating. Patsu, cubic. Okay, so here's the thing. I have a bunch of like these basic like jewel circle-shaped ones and a few like diamond-shaped ones, but I didn't have anything that looked like this. But back when I was doing Bunny and Cherry, I bought a bunch of fake nails like this, and I thought this charm here would have fit this look very, very well. So I was like, oh, let me just pop it off for the video and then I can glue it back on later. But in an effort to get this shit removed, I ended up breaking the damn nail because I was trying to remove it with pliers. So no more use for those nails anymore. So I'm just gonna stick this on with some glue. Just hold it here for a bit. That looks okay, that looks kind of cunty, but that's fucking gigantic. It's like floating on my face. I think what he has is like a flat sticker. Girl, this is, what the fuck is this look? I'm on myself. Like, what am I doing? And he has a circle gem on the inner corner here and out here, almost like in the same place you would put a mole, like a beauty mark. Here and here. And then I'm gonna take one of these tiny, like tiny pachi. They call it pachi in Korean, like I think cubic is what they would also call it. And I have one of these wax sticks that you can use to pick up gems. Are those too tiny? Although I have to say, this lip combo that he has, fucking beautiful. Love it. I normally wouldn't use these colors, specifically the lip liner. I would never really use that kind of color with these two lip tints or whatever, and I really like it. And then he has a little like star here, which reminded me a lot of the Glow Diamond Drop blemish patches. They're basically pimple patches, but they come in these really cute designs. There's like these diamond ones. They have these, oh, it's just two. And these like raindrop ones. And you see a lot of idols use the star ones for their face. Even if they don't have acne, they'll use it as like, you know, for their stage makeup, which I think is super adorable. However, I did actually have like a blemish one time and I used this for that. You can see by one missing sticker. 근데 it looked, two things. Because these are kind of like holographic, like hologram type like 2-tone, 3-tone, whatever colors, sometimes it just looks like a blemish from far away. Yeah, obviously when someone sees you with like a pimple patch, they're like, oh, they have a spot. But usually pimple patches are like flesh toned. But these ones, yeah, they're super cute, but it kind of highlights the fact that you have a blemish in a way. Does that make sense? Also, because this shape in particular, the diamond one has 4 points, because the face isn't completely flat, sometimes I feel like it's easy to scratch off because the pointy parts are so sharp that if you like rub that area or something, it just peels off. As opposed to a pimple patch that's completely circle or even square, those shapes hug onto the skin better. If you have an extra large spot, then it can be a little hard for it to stick on completely. It's like right on my dark circle. Well, I don't fucking know anymore.
자, 룩 끝나고 보일 게 있나요? 자, 이렇게 해서 오늘의 최종 룩 완성.
Okay.
예스! 오늘 1일차 메이크업 여기까지 다 배우셨어요? 못 배웠으면 다시 봐. 또 특별한 다른 컨셉의 메이크업
If you did learn the makeup, watch it again. That is so fucking me, girl. Umuti is so cunt. See, look at how beautiful he looks. Whereas, look at me, what the fuck is this? Like, I actually like the look a lot, but I don't know. On him, it looks a lot deeper. It's probably just because he's paler than me. If I wanted this to look darker, I probably would have to use, like when I'm doing my makeup lessons, I always tell the client, the base color is kind of important because it kind of sets the mood for your makeup. Yeah, these days in K-beauty, like a light base, like a very whitish, pale base is popular because overall light makeup is very popular in general. So if I wanted my look to look as deep as this on my coloring, I would have to use like these colors first. See, I started with these, but I would have to start with these. You know, so, you know, like boba tea. I do love the look. This is bothering me so much. It's like, I feel like there's a bug on my face. That was fun. This is an hour and 13 minutes. Bitch, it's crazy. I fucking love the lip combo. It looks very juicy because I never use color like this on myself. You know, I have the actual product. I don't know why I never use it on myself. I think I might start doing this more often. Also the lashes. I don't normally do this on myself, but I kind of like the way it looks with this look. You know, the more I look at it, the more it's growing on me, to be honest. I think I might try this out more often on myself. Like maybe minus these things, but also I like it with my hair as well. I keep talking about my red hair, but with my natural hair color, if my hair is not bleach blonde or like some other, you know, unnatural color, I feel like doing makeup like this, it's not as easy for me. I feel like it also just doesn't, it makes more sense, I feel like, with styling and hair coloring like this. So, because I originally was gonna go change this back to maybe just blonde or something soon, but I kind of like the way it looks for doing more heavier makeup looks. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy that. If any of y'all have connects to XLove's agency, ask them to email me. Get XLove on the channel. If there's gonna be one fucking boy group on my channel, wouldn't XLove make the most sense? Silly, yeah, baby, here I come and get it, yeah. Yeah.